Hello everyone. Today we wanted to share with you the plans we have for our orchid room this next year. As much as we're happy with our collection, there's always something new that we as growers want to try or something that we need to improve.
The first priority for this year is to improve the lighting on our Cattleyas. We've had them without flowering for years, and after we moved them from the desk to these shelves with one T5 bulb, the Repots has flowered and the Phoenicia, and the Encyclia hybrids. But we've had no luck with the bigger Cattleyas, so we're looking into stronger lights and proper grow lights. We're considering getting the stronger version of the Sensi bulb we already use successfully with our Oncidiums, or something like the Spider Farmer light.
For that effect, we're also going to have to expand our shelves. Our plan is to place lower shelves on the other side of the room, place the Cattleyas and Oncidiums on top, and then install hanging lights over them. That would also free up this current wall for more shelves, allowing us to give our current plants more room to breathe and, make room for future plants.
That would mean we'd have to move our mounts as well, and the idea is to place them on the other wall as well, using this IKEA board. And maybe they could use the light for the Cattleyas as well.
We would love if this was the year we managed to figure out the care for some of our orchids. Bulbophyllums, for example, are some of our favorite orchids, but we can't seem to get their care right. We have two currently, and they don't really die, but they don't thrive either. We find it hard to give them the moisture they need without rotting, and they don't seem to want to flower either.
We also have some trouble with our psychopsis. For a while, every new growth would die off before maturing. Now they manage to grow, but I wouldn't say the plant is thriving, or flowering either.
Our catasetums are also not flowering, and I want to try them in higher light before going back to the drawing board when it comes to their care.
We would also love if this was also the year we set up our terrarium. The issue is that we would like to make a terrarium that would be suitable for cooler growing miniatures. So we've been trying to study a way to keep cooler temperatures without using refrigeration, maybe with some evaporative cooling.
Terrarium or not, I've been wanting to try my hand at some cooler growers, like miltoniopsis, masdevallias, or even restrepias. I know some people manage to keep these in our country, so I think it's time we give it a go.
I suspect this is also going to be the great year of repots, since it's going to be over 2 years since we took our, at the time struggling collection, and gave them the maintenance they needed. I have to check how many are actually in need of a repot, because if the medium looks fine, we might push them longer than the 2 years. Another thing we have to do is study the temperatures in the orchid room this winter. Last year, the plants closer to the window ended up with cold damage, so if we need to, we're planning on getting some sort of heating connected to a smart plug, and have it turn on if the thermometer accuses temperatures that are too low.
When we were first starting to plan this video, another goal was to be finally able to go to some orchid shows again. Not that there are that many in our country, but it was always such a fun time to go, talk to vendors, find hidden gems in the stalls, check out the flowering orchids. Unfortunately, instead of opening back up, things are closing down again. There's a show scheduled for March across the country, but we'll have to see if it still happens and if we feel safe going.
On that somewhat sad note, we're going to end the video here. But we would like to know, what are your orchid plans for 2022? Let us know in the comments. Also, give us a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.
See you next week. Goodbye.